coffee's not that bad today. Hey there, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at here with these cryptocurrency markets? Well, it looks like we've stabilized a little bit. I guess I'm going to chalk a lot of this up to some sideways movement. It seems like now that we got BIP91 locked in, that some of the fears that were happening with the cryptocurrency market on what was going to happen with Bitcoin and then, ultimately end up affecting the other altcoins, some of that turmoil has settled, and it looks like we're starting to see some sideways movement through Bitcoin and most of the altcoins here. Which is a reflection of this. Hopefully we'll be able to see some big gains here soon as segregated witness gets totally locked in and, we start seeing it activate and people are able to use it and we start seeing the second tier chains, like Lightning and Rootstock and, everything else come onto Bitcoin. Hopefully that'll be pumping our price up there to the $5,000 mark that we're all hoping on and maybe dragging some of these altcoins with it because everything's tied to the king. We got a BTC price coming in at $2,712. That's up 2%. And like I said, a lot of this is going to be some sideways movement. I mean, anything under, 3-4% volatility with cryptocurrency, that's just standard day trading. The price gets pumped up and down a little bit. People trying to make their money. Cryptocurrency is super volatile, but without that volatility, how are we going to get rich, right? We got Ethereum coming in at $225. That's up 1%. We got Ripple coming in at 19.3 cents. That's up another 1%. We got Litecoin coming in at $43.99. That's up 1.2%. We got NEM. Hey, look at this, 4.6%. Making some gains here, coming in at 16.7 cents. Like I said, I'm a little bullish on NEM. I personally hold some, though, so, that could be swaying me a bit. But, everything that's going on, the sleeping giant should be getting up soon. I got some coffee waiting for him. So, we got Dash coming in at $196. That's up 4%. We got Ethereum Classic coming in at $15.83. Oh, man, I'd like to see that get up to 20 here. We're coming in at plus 1.5%. Nothing great there to be talking about. We got Monero coming in at $43.26. That's up 3.3%. And we got Zcash hitting 208. That's down 1.2%. What do we got going on with Steam? We got $1.55 at Steam. That's up 2.6%. And we got Steam back dollar coming in at $1.02. That's up 1%. So, I mean, on the overall cryptocurrency, we're looking at $95.3 billion in a market cap, $2.3 billion traded in the last 24 hours, which is low. I would consider trading volume to be a little higher than that, considering that we're getting closer and closer to August 1st. And, like I was saying in the other video on Saturday, I'm not quite sure what the price is going to be on August 1st. I mean, a lot of these exchanges and stuff could be shut down. And if this happens, is the price going to go up because you can't get a hold of BTC, or is the price going to come down because you can't get your hands on BTC? It's an either way kind of situation. And we got a BTC dominance of 47.4%. And, as I keep saying, I think that BTC dominance is going to grow as soon as the segregated witness and everything gets on there. Because I think a lot of speculators are going to, realize that Bitcoin is the money of the future. They're going to start pumping the price up, and some of the money from the altcoins will be flowing into BTC, and that'll separate the BTC value from the altcoin value, increasing the domination. Fingers crossed, hopefully well above the 50%. So, I mean, let's talk about BIP91 first so that we can get this out of the way and get on to some more funny news. We got BIP91 locking in, so that means pretty much blocks that aren't showing segregated witness or being orphaned. We're moving forward with this, and of course it's going to take a little bit of time. We're not looking at segregated witness being on Bitcoin and transactions being possible on it until about August 23rd. We're not going to make this lock-in period, so it's going to be next lock-in period. But we are showing 100% of mining power going towards segregated witness, so this is awesome. I mean, it's happening. We just got to wait the time for the process to happen. And, I mean, with August 23rd as a deadline date of looking in when we're going to be able to perform segregated witness transactions, we're looking at about November 18th is when the hard fork would be for the 2 megabyte block size, which is still kind of up in the air at the moment. People are starting to bring up those questions of what's going to happen. Well, this is what's going to happen. It's too far away to determine. I mean, BTC is like a daily thing that's running 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's hard to say what's going to happen in 48 hours, let alone, 90 days from August 23rd. We are so far away from knowing what's happening that everything could change in Bitcoin between now and then, right? So, let's just all hope keep our fingers crossed for that $5,000 Bitcoin. Let's know that, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, everyone's going to do what's best for Bitcoin, which is what I've been kind of saying all along. There was never going to be two Bitcoin. Nobody wants to break Bitcoin. There is so much money and immense value. Bitcoin is such a proven technology at this point that nobody wants to go mess it up, because breaking Bitcoin is just going to break this whole concept of cryptocurrency and us moving away from fiat cash and us taking the power back in our own hands, which is what needs to happen for the future to be a better place. And for us to start, fulfilling our hopes and dreams, and these 9-to-5s, which are always keeping us down, that needs to end, right? So let me see. What do we got here for news? Well, I got, let's call him a 30-year-old scumbag from Pennsylvania, right? Pretty much got caught stealing his girlfriend's parents' laptops. And then she was doing the right thing by her parents and trying to get the laptops back. And apparently through the process of all of this, of, getting the laptops and finding out about the laptops being stolen, he stole like $40 million in Bitcoin. Apparently he had some affiliations on Alphabet. He got some code that wasn't quite complete for $50 to be able to break into some third-party wallets. During this process, he, tweaked the code. He's calling himself a hacker, saying that he's been paid to do other kinds of hacking events. But what he's saying is that he got $32 million from one wallet. He's collected other cryptocurrencies that he's stolen. They don't have an exact dollar figure. I think they're saying around 40 million at this mark, but they're saying it could be up to as much as 50 million. He's claiming that he had a fake passport and was going to be hiring a private jet to take him to the UK. But ultimately, he got caught because his problem is that he can't get Bitcoin into US dollars. And I mean, that does seem like a big problem. Getting Bitcoin into fiat cash is where the government has been bottlenecking the whole situation. That's where your name and the know your customer laws and all these other things and money laundering are coming into place. So with him, stealing this BTC, turning it into fiat cash was a big major problem for him. I'm sure that he probably could have done a few other things besides what he did, but stealing some laptops and, trying to get pawning some jewelry or whatever else it said in this article that he did to be able to get his hands on some, US dollars, did him in. Apparently he's caught. Apparently they changed what the charges were originally, but they are charging him with theft of BTC. As more comes out on this, I'm sure that the story may change a bit. But right now he's looking like a 30-year-old scumbag who stole from his girlfriend's parents, and because of it he got caught as probably one of the better Bitcoin hackers out there. I guess they're saying that this is going to put him in the top 5 Bitcoin hackers. That's absolutely horrible. I don't know. I mean, bad stuff's going to happen. This goes to show that there's hackers everywhere, that people want your BTC. This is the money of the future. But it also leads you down the road of showing that, Bitcoin is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is cryptocurrency, but the problem is that when you want to get it into US dollars where you can, walk around and spend in your daily life, that is hard to do. And it's hard to do without having the government know about it and come back on you. So, I mean, if you're out there planning illegal activities, you might want to think of this part first before you do the illegal activities, because having $40 million in Bitcoin, but you ain't got no walking around money, and you can't even get on an airplane to get out of the country to start figuring it out, you didn't do it right? So if you like everything I got going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to hit that subscribe button. I mean, we're over 2,000 followers on Steemit, and that's absolutely amazing. My Steemit following took off. I can't believe it. It's amazing. With everything that's happening over there. I mean, we're over 1,500 on YouTube, and that's great too. I'm definitely getting a lot of views on YouTube. The community and the chat down below has been growing and growing, and that's absolutely fantastic. If you guys got any questions, shoot me an email, eugeneforest20@gmail.com. I love hearing from you guys. I think at this moment I'm actually a little backed up on emails, but it doesn't mean continue to keep sending them. I'm working on them. I try to work on them whenever I can. I try to get back to you in 48 or 24 hours and let you guys, get you guys the help you need, or just have the casual conversation that we've been working on. As always, all kinds of tools down there below help you make better Steem posts. That's how you get that free cryptocurrency over there. Nice Steem post, people upvote it, and the more money you get, that's awesome. So if you're over there, upvote my post. It helps. Great way to support the channel. Also, tools down there to help you guys navigate the cryptocurrency market. Bad Bitcoins is listed down there to help you find scams. If you don't know what you're looking at investing, make sure you do research on it. There are lots of scams going on out there. Cryptocurrency is about 70% scams, it seems like. The best way to make money is time in the market. So, you buy your Bitcoin, you got to hold it safe on your hard wallet if you can find one. Paper wallet's the next best thing. I got a list of wallets down there below. And anybody out there doing Genesis mining, I got my code down there, 3% discount. Great way to help support the channel. Totally unfunded here. Do this as a hobby out of my free time. Do this for the love of cryptocurrency. So, donational address if you got a little extra crypto. Great way to help me out. And as always, people, keep your Bitcoin safe.